Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
I'm Chiz Chisholm. I'm just Chiz Chisholm. I'm Chiz Chisholm. I'm just Chiz Chisholm.
That's great!
I'm Chiz Chisholm.
All right.
I'm just Chiz Chisholm.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
That's great!
Merry Christmas, oranges, angels, and Cadillac Jacks to you and your loved ones this season. Welcome to Pure Boys Podcast. I'm Adam, and I'm currently peeling my first orange. You're in.
And I am currently peeling my first orange. I just started. A little bit late, but I'm also Steve, and I take it in the peeve.
Well, these oranges are not very good this time. They're very tart.
Well, you said that about your first one last time, so maybe you just got to ease into the Christmas oranges.
Wait, we're currently neck and neck right now.
Not quite, because I haven't had one.
No, because you had one up on me from
right.
last week. So now we're currently even. That's why I had to get that one in during the opening credits, because didn't want to waste time.
Our necks are pretty even, like even Steven. You couldn't calculate a difference between our necks.
Yeah, it was Adam and Steve, not even and Steven, all right?
God tried to do that, but we were like, no, you said Adam and Steve. We're sticking to it.
Yeah, we want that one. That one's better. Oh.
I just had a slice, and having
Ooh.
a slice is a bad idea when you're going up against somebody who's doming them.
That's 2 Christmas oranges down the hatch. This guy's on his...
This one's way bigger than my ones last week. I could not even fit it in my mouth.
Well, you should have been training, buddy.
Well, I got a tiny mouth, but no teeth, so...
That's fair. You should have bought an increasingly bigger size butt plugs to put in your mouth to stretch your mouth out in the same way that you buy increasingly bigger size butt plugs, you know?
Mouth plugs.
Mouth plugs. That's correct. This week, we are talking about the 2012 television special classic, Christmas at Cadillac Jack's.
What a title. When you pictured Christmas at Cadillac Jack's, what did you envision? What did you think that this movie was going to be? And I need to hear it with a mouthful of oranges.
Well, that's 3 oranges right off the bat.
Yeah.
Honestly, this movie was close. As soon as I saw Cadillac Jack's, like, this is going to be like a 50s diner. It's going to be like a throwback 50s diner. A lot of checkerboard on things. Pastels, like soft, pinks and like toothpaste greens, like that kind of thing. But also I was expecting a man named Cadillac Jack to be there and to be this like rambunctious greaser who just like yells and screams, and basically like that guy from the Simpsons episode where they win a motorcycle. I was expecting a Cadillac Jack like that.
I definitely wanted a leather jacket. And the fact that there's no leather jackets with like Cadillac Jacks at the back, maybe like a skull and crossbones, but like a playful one.
Mm-hmm. Like the skull's like winking at you, like, hey, don't even worry about it. Go ahead and drink this bottle. It's not poison wink. It's fine.
Poison wink. But it's not really what you get. And we will get into it. It is 45 minutes of pure heaven. So I encourage everyone out there to go on YouTube and watch the full feature-length Christmas at Cadillac Jack's. And you just took another one. That's number 2 for you? Yeah, I think it's only 2.
Oh, number 4. I should have brought...
This guy's coming for my neck.
I should have had paper towels this time. I blew it.
Oh, no, I forgot paper towels, too.
Crap. Well, maybe my wife will hear me being upset and bring me paper towels. Maybe my wife will bring me paper towels if she's listening. Maybe... I guess we'll see.
Maybe my wife will bring me paper towels if she's listening.
Very nice. I guess we'll see whose wife is listening. Mine is. So maybe. I guess we'll see. Hey, before we get too far into this, we need to do the Pure Boys prayer.
God bless our podcast. God bless all podcasts. We
love you. Sorry, I said I love you. I was being selfish.
Yeah, that's bull crap.
I meant to say we.
I've noticed my main problem with listening to these Moranges episodes
Yeah.
is that I continue not to be at the same length from the mic. So during the podcast, I'm just like softer or super loud.
Yeah.
So I'm going to work on it, ladies and gentlemen. And by next Christmas, we're going to have this thing so freaking down, you won't even believe it.
Yeah, when we do Return to Cadillac Jacks for another Christmas. 5.
Yeah, Return to Moranges.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, we could probably find another film that features Christmas oranges.
We'll probably find another film that features Cadillac Jacks.
It's such a good name. It rolls off the tongue. You should name your baby Cadillac Jacks. The listener.
Yeah, the listener. Anybody who's pregnant right now, boy or girl, whatever Stars and Stripes your baby comes out as, name them Cadillac Jacks. Do us all a favor. Oh, my dentist was right. I have great saliva production, and it's working overtime right now with these oranges. Woo!
The thing about wet, greasy orange fingers is that you just wipe them on your clothes and it smells good. It just adds to your essence.
That's a really good point. Your oeuvre, as you've said in the past.
Yeah. Well, last week after my very fancy meal.
Yes. Tell us all
after
about
eating
it.
17 Christmas oranges. My wife gave me a very good kiss on the mouth, as you do after a very expensive meal. And she said, you smell like oranges still. And this is after like a bottle of wine, 5 courses.
Oh my
and
God.
we just figured it was the beard.
That's fair.
That's the size of it, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Plus, like, when you say she gave you a very nice kiss on the mouth, you put lipstick around your dinger. That's what you're talking about, right?
Well, I am Steve. I'm a little mischievous.
A little scamp.
I'm a little younger.
Mm-hmm.
And my spine's too cushy to be intelligent.
Oh.
Man, you got a bad batch, baby.
They were 30% off. They were the only ones. They were the only ones I could find at the store.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I got to go with these ones. I do regret this decision. This is a bad box. This is not a good box. That last one was dry. Like, if I was an orphan.
Oh no!
If I was an orphan and I got that orange for Christmas, I'd go just crush my head next time. Just run my head over with a steamroller. I'm not. This is the worst Christmas ever. I can't get any worse for me. I'm an orphan and I got a bad orange. Ugh.
Yeah, that's an orange that you just do not eat. You put it away, you put it in the garbage, pee in the garbage,
Well,
and then chuck it into the alley.
Sorry, if you're doming them for a contest on a podcast, then you just dome it and deal with the dryness. Delicious.
You ship out of luck.
Totally ship out of luck. Yeah, that's right. Hey, how's your Christmas coming together, pal?
That's great. I got all my gifts in order.
Nice.
I have to wrap one gift,
Oh.
and then I think that's it. Although I should wrap a gift in one of my in my wife's stocking, because it's always nice to pull out a wrapped gift in a stocking.
It's a surprise, and it's not one that my family ever did. We never got like wrapped presents in our stockings. We would get calendars and. Like I'd be like a high school student. I'd get like a 365-day Dilbert desk calendar or something like that, or something fun,
Your parents ever forget your stocking at all and just get like filled with chocolates that you saw on the table earlier?
Yeah, just what's left of a pot of Gold Box dumped in a sock and just given to you. Here you go. Eat. It's the strawberry and the orange ones. Sorry, we know those ones aren't good, but that's all that's left.
It happened to me once, and it was the end of my childhood.
You were 25, and you went, that's it. It's time to grow up and be an adult.
I don't need this.
I don't need stockings anymore.
Grandmother.
Thanks for the hard candy, lady. I appreciate it. Hey.
Lazy lady.
You know who is really looking forward to Christmas? The man behind everyone's favorite segment on the show.
The Kevin Sorbo Tweet of the Week.
So Kevin Sorbo's behind this? He's funding this? Is that what you're saying?
In a manner of speaking, he's funding it. Yeah, in that he's funding us with tweets, you could say. You might say,
Content.
yeah, you might say he's the farm that we're farming our content on.
He's definitely the Vaughn.
I'm peeling Orange 8. I just want you to know that.
Okay, well, I'm going with a tweet that I didn't want to go with this week, but
Nice.
you stole mine last time. I'm still pretty upset about it, but we will soldier on.
Which one? LeBron James is a whim?
Yeah, I was going to use that this week.
That's a good one.
And I like that it gets brought up again because it's very true, I guess. And we think exactly the way Kevin thinks, if you ever wanted to know.
Yeah, if you ever have a question about how we think, just go to Kevin Sorbo's tweets and you'll understand exactly where our brains are at.
Maybe not the time of day. We're pretty regular as the firstborn.
Yeah.
There's really nothing wrong with us.
No,
We go at like 9 a.m. every day, half an hour after we get up.
Yeah, whether we're on the toilet or not, we're going at 9 a.m. It's coming out right as soon as the clock strikes 9. It's emptying. So we need to be ready before 9 a.m. technically. Speaking of 9 a.m., here's my 9th orange.
And speaking of 9, there's a lot of 9s in this date. This tweet came out at 9:01 p.m. on December 9th, 2021.
This was a really bad
Looks
orange.
like he had another great one, folks.
There's a really bad orange. That was really bad.
I'm loving mine, and I'm going a little slower. I don't have the oomph this week. Anyways, here's the tweet of the week.
Okay.
If I had $1 for every time socialism worked, I would have $0. Period.
I don't know enough about socialism or anything. I don't know enough about political systems to comment on that. So maybe Kevin's right, maybe he's wrong. I don't know. All I know is he has $1. He doesn't need more dollars. He's got dollars. He's doing fine.
Well, all I know is that no form of government has worked so far because people are crappy.
That's true. Here's number 10. Merry Christmas oranges.
I did actually look up Kevin Sorbo's net worth recently, and according to CelebrityNetWorth.com, he is worth $14 million. Go to CelebrityNetWorth.com for all your celebrity net worth needs.
Nice. Use promo code PureBoys for 75% off Kevin Sorbo's net worth.
Tweet of the week.
Delicious.
Yeah.
That tweet.
That was a true epic moment in the Pure Boys history.
Yeah, a real epic gamer moment for this show and for all of our listeners. The moment that we got the Celebrity Net Worth sponsorship. So thank you, CelebrityNetWorth.com. We appreciate you.
Well, when they pull up with a truck full of money, you gotta say yes.
Mm-hmm. When they say, do you want to be as rich as Kevin Federline? We'll go, sure, that's pretty good. That's not the worst.
bad.
It's not the worst. He's got a couple of Britney Spears kids. He's probably doing okay.
Yeah, he's got a couple of bricks.
Yeah, he's got a couple of bricks. He's got a couple of priors. He's living his life. Much like Uncle Joe in this, he's got a couple priors.
You can basically do whatever you want if you have a couple of Britney's kids, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah. If they ask you whose kids those are, you
Kevin
tell.
Federline.
You say,
Do you think he has more kids?
No, I bet he had a few with Britney Spears and was like, you know what? I'm set for life. I don't need to even eat 11 oranges like Adam does, but here's number 11.
You're going to be done by the time we get to Christmas at Cadillac Jack.
Well, told you I was going to ruin your life this week, buddy. I told you I was going to crush you. You brought the heat last week. I didn't think you were going to turn it up that high. I commend you for eating as many oranges as you did last week. It was quite a sight to see. It made me very proud to be the son of God with you. So, yeah, I appreciate you. Merry Christmas oranges, angels, and Cadillac Jacks to you.
I really wish I had the same energy this week. I just do not. Well, we'll see what happens next year, but I swear I could have gone orange for orange with you last week.
I know. Well, that's because you had a fancy meal to look forward to afterwards.
Right.
I don't know what you have to look forward to after this. So it's like, why would I risk ruining a fancy meal if I? What am I trying to say?
But opposite of what you just said.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat enough oranges to ruin this fancy meal, but now I'm just gonna eat a bunch of oranges and ruin my night. Well, that's not as fun.
Honestly, one of the moments I'm gonna remember when I die is the time I ate 17 Christmas oranges and then paid way too much for a meal.
It is a top 10 moment of your life. Sorry, I had to bite into a Christmas orange to get the peel started because I trimmed my nails and I got a lot of rotten old citrus in my mouth and it's not feeling great.
I kind of hate having trimmed fingernails all the time.
Yeah.
I'd like to have like medium fingernails once in a while, but I just can't. We can't get into it. But
No. Is this 11 or this is 12, right? This is my 12th orange.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said 11 already, so if you're only at 11 now, you're a liar.
What number are you on?
Do you miss this?
What number are you on?
6.
Oh, damn. Oh, all right.
What do you mean?
Well,
damn.
don't
Do
catch
you have to be more than double?
Yeah, I have to have quite the runway on you because we're about to get into Let's Go, Let's God. So I'm talking about Christmas at Cadillac Jack's 2007's Christmas at Cadillac Jack's, not 2012, like I said earlier. I wasn't looking at my notes earlier.
Well, rather than almost being there, how about we just get there and say, let's go, let's God.
Yeah, Let's Go, Let's God. Here is the perfect way to start this discussion about Christmas at Cadillac Jack's. I want to read you the top review on IMDb for this 44-minute short film, this television special.
Beautiful.
Right?
And then I'll read the letter from the beginning of the film.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So the review starts like this, 13th Orange. Well,
now talk.
worth watching. In all caps.
Agreed.
In all caps, beware of false reviews and reviewers. Some reviewers have only one review to their name. Now, when it's a positive review, that tells me they were involved with the film. If it's a negative review, then they might have a grudge against the film. Now, I have reviewed over 200 holiday films. I have no agenda. I am honest. Christmas at Cadillac Jack's is a 2007 American television film. The premise of the story surrounds an unexpected road trip to find a long-lost daughter on Christmas Eve. Emmy Award winner Joseph Campanella, stage and screen star Rutta Lee, and Latin Grammy nominee Peter Cabrera star.
Ooh.
Thank you, babe.
Sounds like a baseball name.
My wife brought me a napkin. I very much appreciate it.
Tucked it into your shirt.
Tucked it into my shirt.
Animal.
I'm a wild animal.
I need one too.
Animal. There's orange peels on the ceiling in here. What are you doing?
Winning a competition, babe.
Are you crushing him?
Yeah. I've eaten 13. He's eaten 6 or 7. He's nothing.
Okay, good.
He's clown shoes compared to me.
Yeah.
I'm nothing.
As long as I beat him by 2 oranges today, then I'll win.
I know that you can do better than that.
I'm just reading the review, and then I'll do better.
You better.
I
It's
swear.
good content.
Our family name is counting.
Well, geez, thanks, wife. Now I gotta write that down. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh my God, we're seeing such strife between the loved ones.
This is a well-made movie. The story is cute and very moving. The cast is made of many familiar faces. Hard disagree. It was nice that this film...
This person is older, I would assume.
Yeah. It was nice that this film was not as predictable as most Christmas films can be. Not available on DVD. Look for it during Christmas time. I came across this film on a religious television channel. Now, some people might not like some of the Christian elements to this story, but, and this is in quotes, Christmas is about the birth of the Christ child. Watch if you can, family safe. 10 out of 10.
Watch if you can, family safe? That sounds like a weird threat.
It is, yeah. Watch if you can, family safe. Are you threatening my family right now? Are you telling me that if I don't watch this, my family won't be safe?
That's effed. That's effed to the nuts.
Yeah, guess what, pal? You're never coming back from Cadillac Jack's.
So this movie opens with a beautiful, beautiful title card. and a scene of a letter being written during the Christmas time.
Yeah.
And it goes thusly. Dear Rose, I hope you don't mind my calling you that.
Dear
I know
Mr.
it might
Clapton,
seem strange since we've never met,
14.
at least not officially, but I'm writing you with a request this Christmas. If you're willing, it could be the greatest gift I could ever want.
Can you imagine
What
what
a
that
weird-
gift might be? Like I love that. Okay, so basically the spoilers are that letter is written by Rose's a daughter that she gave up for adoption 40 years ago. So this movie, much like every Christmas movie, is about an orphan, which is very exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the through line is perfect so far.
Yeah. And she wants to meet her at a place that doesn't exist called 4400 Commercial Plaza in Omaha. I think that's like where oranges are grown or something. Here's number 15.
Well, I think it's the warehouse district, but it turns out, spoiler alert, that it's a empty field and doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Also, doesn't exist in Omaha. That's not an address that exists in Omaha. You can't go there. And I was bummed because I assumed that was going to be the location of Cadillac Jack's, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's with the subterfuge? Just make that address Cadillac Jack.
The friggin' subterfuge in this movie. It's unbelievable.
It might be a little over the top.
I do love that she opens the letter by being like, Dear Rose, I hope you don't mind me calling you that. Well, what else would you call her? You're not going to call her Mom. She's not, I mean.
Mummy.
Hey, Mumsy, I hope you don't mind me calling you that.
I love the line, if you're willing, it could be the greatest gift I could ever receive.
Not you, Rose, just me.
This letter is about me,
Yeah.
for me, by me.
Your name is Mr. Eric Clapton, and I am your estranged daughter who looks like your favorite orphan. And please, come to my house for Christmas and eat 16 Christmas oranges.
Whenever I hear estranged, I always call him estranged. I
Of
think
course.
it's funny.
Mhm.
You're estranged, I'm estranged. It's just good humor.
Hey, what did you think of Joe when we first meet him? Joe, for the listeners, is a man who is, this is Joe's last Christmas.
Too old.
He's
He's just a too old man.
all of his clothes are baggy, which means that he lost a bunch of weight, and he's got big black bruises on the back of his hands, which to me says, "Oh, you're not doing well. You don't have enough iron in your blood, I'm guessing, and things just aren't going well for you, Joe. How's your liver doing?"
He has like a permanent Band-Aid on the back of his hand.
Yeah.
You know that it's not going well once you have permanent Band-Aid.
You know that they did not prepare for him to show up with blackened hands on the set that day, and they went, put a Band-Aid over the worst of it, I guess. No problem.
Yeah, put a bag over him. He's done.
Yeah, put him in a body bag. That's what they pointed.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he was like,
I love Joe. He's way too old, but
Yeah.
he's famous.
Yeah, he's famous for stuff. I looked him up. He's like an old TV star from like the 60s,
40s.
50s, 60s, and 70s, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell
Big
you.
dinger.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. IMDb describes him as gaunt.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice. Also, he's dead. Here's the craziest thing. He survived 11 years after Christmas at Cadillac Jack's. Can you even imagine that guy?
Fake news.
Gotta be
There's no
fake.
way he did.
No.
Unless he got injected by a bunch of testosterone.
Yeah.
Or they like figured out what disease he had, like the cure for it, right after this movie. I don't believe it for a second.
Well, here's the thing. He was a casualty of the war on Christmas. He loves Christmas so much that as Christmas started to get taken down a peg or two, old Joe, whatever his name is,
Yeah, old Joe.
Old Joe also was getting taken down. So by Rose, if you know what I'm saying. God.
Well, this is the first. I watched this thing 2 times. First time I watched it
Jealous.
was very late at night. I had a few too many wines and some weed chocolates.
Right, of course.
So I didn't understand what was going on with the relationship between Rose and Joe. It
Okay.
turns out it sounds like Rose was like best friends with Joe's wife, and they were family friends for years and years and years.
Yeah, they ate 17 Christmas oranges together. Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe lifetime. Idiots.
Yeah, but oh boy, was she Joe's wife's? She was Joe's wife's friend. I thought she was his friend.
Well, she's his friend, but like I think
but by circumstances, not because she wants to be.
yeah, but over a lifetime you become real friends with circumstance friends.
For
it
sure.
Just happens.
It does, yeah. Don't become friends with your coworkers, that's for sure.
No, that'll never last.
No,
Never last.
oh, I'm gonna be snagging that sound clip and using it for something. That was very funny.
Do it after listening to the Christmas version of Chiz Chisholm. I mean, you got it. You got the ear, baby.
Thanks, baby. I appreciate it. Yeah, baby. Do I make you horny, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate
of course.
you asking me every time we frit.
Of course. 18 Christmas oranges. Here it goes. Oh.
So you only have 10 to go to your record. Are you going to smash your record today?
No. I don't have enough Christmas oranges to smash my record.
No!
I can do 20, 25. That's the most I can do. Well, that's not true. I have one of the oranges is a dirty old dry orange. And that could be 26 if I really need it to be. I could dome this Kevin Sorbo wrinkly old raisin over here. It's going to be rough. Let's hope it doesn't get to that point. But if it does, I got one.
Well, maybe you should slow down because we're literally at the first scene where we meet Joe and Rose.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If I get it all done now, then I can just kick back for the rest of the episode and not have to eat Christmas oranges during it. I can just relax and talk about my favorite Christmas movie of all time, Christmas at Cadillac Jack's.
I gotta say, first time was a slog. Those
What?
oranges were too sweet.
What do you mean the first time was
Second time,
Oh, oranges.
personally.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the first time watching Christmas at Cadillac Jack's.
Oh no, I would never talk about this movie.
Okay.
Second time, I had so much energy, and the orange were small and perfect.
Yeah.
I had everything going for me. Now I don't give a flip. I'm totally anarchy over here.
Damn, dog. What does that mean?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm not just going to let you get away with saying something like, I'm just totally anarchy over here. I need an explanation. I need to know why. How is anarchy? While I eat my 19th Christmas orange. Merry Christmas oranges!
I just don't feel like eating an aggressive amount of Christmas oranges. And I already have.
How many have
Like
you
in
eaten?
the world.
What number are you on?
Why can't I keep my numbers right? I've had to count these frickin' peels 100 times already.
Wait. Can I eat my 20th Christmas orange before we hit the 30-minute mark? Maybe.
I'm at 9.
All right. Oh, come on.
I don't think I'm gonna get to 20 is my problem. I'm very sad about it.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. This peel isn't coming off very well. Gosh darn it.
Joe's setting up a fake Christmas tree and it looks like piss.
Yeah, that's true. Here's 20. Oh.
It's lopsided. It doesn't look very good. But then Rose comes into the picture and says as much. They make fun of it and she tears it apart.
You know what does look good, though? Joe's singing voice when he's singing, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth and to have less bruises on my hands. He's Jewish.
That was
He's
a pretty
singing-
big staple in my house was all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
That's
My
fair.
papa would sing it a lot.
We were very much a Mary's Boy Child house. That was always pumping in our place around Christmas time.
I don't know what that is.
Mary's Boy Child by Boney M. You don't know that song? You're older than me. You were alive when Boney M was relevant.
I've never been alive. And you're technically older than me.
Well, technically, that's true, but
Got him.
Oh, damn it. You've talked me into a corner. Now talk me off.
Yep.
As soon as this, okay, so we cut to Joe's house. We're in Joe's house, and as soon as we went to Joe's house, I went, this place just reminds me of Malibu Dan. This is just the Malibu Dan set. It's just got shaky walls and like shaky doors that don't fit well in the frame. And it cost a dime. The whole set cost a dime. It's a Malibu Dan set. I loved it.
Well, there's not much to the sets in this movie. There's like 4 of them.
Well, let's see. There's Joe's
Cadillac
house.
Jacks.
Well, sure. There's the titular Christmas at Cadillac Jack's. There's Joe's house. There's the interior of his daughter's car and the interior of Joe's car. And that's it. We don't even see...
And the radio show.
Oh, and the radio show. I forgot about the radio show. The only God tie-in in this whole thing.
And it ties everything together. Everything is seen through the eyes of the Lord Jesus Christ on the radio.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. The guy, Grizzy Chisjism, I think is that guy's name, the radio host.
Chisjism Slate.
Yep. No, his name's Cliffy Slate. That's his name. Cliffy Slate. He's a farmer, and everybody knows who he is, and everybody listens to his...
Though?
I mean, he looks like a radio personality to me, but I think he's lying about his blue-collar lifestyle.
I think he's just talking out his butt. He's just saying a bunch of stories because he's a stupid radio man.
Because he's got to fill time. He's
yeah, he does.
He has to vamp. He has to vamp constantly. What a life that man has. That's the life for me, baby. Just an open mic and just vamp as long as you need to.
But we don't vamp. We get right to the nitty gritty all the time.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, we do. Oh.
You ate too many Christmas oranges.
Well,
too fast.
I wanted to make sure that I really solidified my lead, and by eating 20 Christmas oranges in 30 minutes, I believe that I did that.
I think I have more oranges than you. I think I could take you if I just played this slow.
Well, here's the thing. I have another box of Christmas oranges that I bought for my wife and myself to enjoy, but I will go out and dome every single orange in that box if I have to, pal. You think you can stop me? You think you can beat me? I don't think so. I told you, I'm emptying this box and wearing it on my head by the end of the episode. You mark my words, Cabron. You mark my word. My Christmas promise to you is I'm going to eat the rest of these oranges. 6 of them.
Well,
5 of them.
My
21.
promise to you is I am getting surgery to take out this extra cushiness in my spine, and then we will be equal.
Yeah, we will. You're right. Oh, it's so hard to peel oranges when
I'm
you don't
sew
have
up
nails.
my butthole.
Ugh, the peels are so bitter on these. They're horrible. Why am I eating the peels? Ugh.
This is the first time I've ever thought, why are we doing this?
Well, this was your idea, man. 21.
Yeah, but I was goose for loose the previous times, and this time I'm not even looking forward to the healthiest piss of my life after.
Oh man, that's the thing. Like this is gonna supercharge our bodies for the next week. I'm so excited. I'm gonna feel like I'm walking on air.
That is the exciting thing of eating too many oranges, is that you're basically a superhuman for a couple of days.
Exactly. So Joe is setting up his tree, and Rose comes over, who is it's like she's like a Broadway star, like the actress who plays her, Rutta Lee. I don't know who that is, but that's who plays her. And I don't know. It's just. So she shows up and she's like, Joe's like, hey, we're going to have a traditional family Christmas. And she's like, well, maybe instead you want to drive me to Cadillac Jack's? And he's like, I guess so, sure. And she shows him the letter. And I love Joe's reading of the letter. He hits all the important parts. He goes, Dear Rose, I hope you don't mind me calling you that. I know we've never met. Greatest gift. See, I'm your daughter. And Rose
Urine!
And Rose goes, oh, Joe, you're my daughter? That's so great. I'm in love with my daughter.
Yeah, that's one way to interpret it. Sure.
Were you expecting?
Joe's my daughter.
Oh, it turns out that Joe's my daughter this whole time. Damn, that's unexpected. What a twist. Hey,
It's a Christmas miracle.
he just pulled a paper towel out of the back of his pants. Now he's wiping his hands on it. It was already dirty.
It was an extra from last week.
Not from your oranges.
Nut, yeah.
Nice. So it turns out Rose gave her daughter up for adoption 40 years ago, and now her
For
daughter's
free.
yeah, and her daughter's come crawling back into her life. Oh, I just want you to
Well,
meet
trying
my
to
family.
pry.
Exactly. And if Rose was strong enough, she would just throw that letter in the garbage and have a Merry Christmas oranges with Joe and not waste any of her time going to stupid Cadillac Jacks. Just
And
kidding, I love
waste
Cadillac Jacks.
Joe's time, too, because, like, he's only got a couple of breaths in him. Like, don't make him drive you. You better drive.
Yeah, well, Joe insists because he needs to drive his big yellow monster that has had expired license plates since the 70s, and he doesn't care. It doesn't matter.
Well, you gotta have something.
Actually, I guess that's all a lie, hey? Like, all the stuff about the brake lights and the license, that's all a lie.
It's all a lie.
Wow, that's wild.
He's devious.
He is. He's a shyster. I don't like it.
Yeah,
that-
this is like the Christmas religious version of the Sting. It's very devious.
No, they're setting Joe up. Joe's the fall guy in all this. He's gonna like get totally crucified at the end of all this, as he should. So
Well, that's the bandage. It's because they were shooting the crucifixion earlier.
yeah, they started with the crucifixion, and then he was just like, "Please, my old skin, my papery skin can't handle that. You're driving nails through it, so now my hands are all bloody and bruised." And they're like, "I'll throw a bandage on it, I guess. We'll just make it look
Jeez.
like you're just old and dying, Joe."
Jesus didn't complain this much.
Yeah, for real. Oh no, I got another hard orange. Oh, now I can't even do 25.
That's more like a Hanukkah orange, probably.
I have 3 Christmas oranges left.
So they have a list of what to bring with them to meet Rose's
Daughter.
future daughter,
Yeah, well, past and future daughter.
past and future daughter. It's very complicated. On this list is birth certificate, rings, flowers, and a mirror, I think. They want to bring a mirror.
So that, like, Rose can hold it up in front of her face so that her daughter's looking in the mirror, and then she goes, "And now look at me," and then pull the mirror down, and she goes, "Oh, you do look like me. You're my mother."
Oranges. Oranges for everyone.
22 Christmas oranges, angels at Cadillac Jacks. Oh,
It's a beautiful thing.
that's a hard one.
So they get on the road in Joe's old yellow bomber, which is what I think they called cars back then.
I believe so, yeah. So, at this point in the movie, I didn't know who Rose was. So I'm like, is Rose this old man's daughter or something? And then she's like, my parents were not happy about, me getting pregnant at 18. So I was like, so wait. So Rose is 68, first of all. Congratulations. Second of all,
Yeah.
how is she related to Joe? No, it turns out they're just friends. They're not even husband and wife or nothing.
Yeah.
What?
But at the end, there's a very sumptuous holding of hands.
Yeah, and also, like, Joe says he's going to have, like, a quiet family Christmas, but then after Joe and Rose leave his house, Joe's daughter and granddaughter show up at the house, but they're acting like he wasn't expecting them. They just show up and
Yeah.
they're like, "Surprise!" So, Joe, what are your plans? Well, actually, I guess we know what his plans are for Christmas, but come on, Joe.
Trying to survive.
Try to make it to another Christmas. Good luck. 365 days is a long time, pal.
Yeah.
I
We
should
love
know.
old people.
We love old people, but I should know I have that Dilbert desk calendar that's 365 days. I count them all off, all the laughs. They're all right there. Dogbird. Can you imagine what Dogbird is saying right now? Jeez. He hates his job.
Not all dog dingers are wax.
Yes, they are.
Not all of them.
Yes, they are. Turns out Joe knew about Rose's little baby issue. I guess they've known each other for like 40 years, I guess.
Yeah, all the time. But the wife is going to tell Joe about her best friend's bastard child? No, that's not right.
Orphan Child.
That's only Orphan Child.
Yeah.
That's a good title for something. Orphan Child?
Orphan Child. Yeah, I like it. Hey, what did you think of when Rose was like,
Nice
hey,
tits.
does your stupid radio work? And Joe goes, it should. I bought it from Marconi himself. Like, who is Marconi? What is Marconi? What is that?
The guy who invented radio signals and stuff.
Oh, Albert Marconi.
Yeah, you gotta love a good Marconi joke. It was my favorite thing of the thing.
Joe, I love Joe's jokes in this movie because all of Joe's jokes he's been telling for 50 years. Like Joe hasn't learned a new joke in 75 years, let's say. At a certain point, he was just like, these are all the jokes I need. I have a joke for every situation I might need it for. Yes, these references are decades outdated, but the people who get it will get it. If you know, you know.
And you do know. And these are jokes that we all heard from old classics when we were kids. I mean,
Yeah.
Looney Tunes talk about Beethoven and stuff. That's so old.
They talk about Marconi in all those Looney Tunes. There's a whole character named Marconi who sells radios to Bugs Bunny and the Gophers.
Yeah, and the goat furs.
Yeah.
After Rose finds out that
23.
Joe
Wow.
knew this whole time, it's very endearing to her. So she goes, friend, that you are Joe Jenkins. And we find out that Joe's last name is Jenkins.
It was Joe Jenkins. His parents went, Double J, that's the boy for
Yeah.
me.
They went, frick it, let's do it.
They went, well-
we're going with Joe Jenkins.
We'll name him Jenkum Jenkins, and that'll be his name. And no one will make fun of him at school because Jenkum hasn't been invented yet in the 1910s or whenever Joe was born.
And he's probably like the 10th born. You had to have a lot of offspring back then just so a couple would survive.
Oh, yeah. All of his siblings have, like, great names that sound good with Jenkins. Roscoe Jenkins, Jenkum Jenkins, and then we get
Ribby Jenkins.
Arthur Jenkins and Joe
Arthur's
Jenkins.
a cool name.
It is a cool name, yeah. It's a cool name for a cool aardvark.
Yeah, the best aardvark. Big ups. R.I.P.
R.I.P. my brother.
Are you dying inside?
I mean, R.I.P. to me. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die tonight. That's fine. I'm about to eat my 24th and possibly final Christmas orange ever.
Ever. Well, you'll probably have one tonight.
Yeah, we still have that other box, so I'm definitely gonna be eating a couple of those tonight, just for funsies, just to remind myself what a good Christmas orange tastes like.
So this is the perfect Marconi joke to lead in to the introduction of Cliffy Slate at the local AM radio that's so far down the dial you'd slip.
Yeah, is that what he says? 24.
No, I don't know. I was just talking jive. I was trying to be my own Cliffy Slate, trying to evoke him.
Oh, that's fair. That's good. I really like that. By the way, the box is empty and I'm wearing it on my head. In your face, 24 Christmas oranges down the hatch.
I'm on number 12.
Well, damn, dog. You might catch up to me.
Yeah, I probably will.
Okay, fine. I got time to rest, though. I'm going to just take a breather, put my feet up for a minute. If you want to catch up to me, fine. Tell me when you get to the 20s, and I'll start making preparations.
I think I'm done.
You coward. No, you're not. No, you're not. So,
Coward.
you coward. So Joe's daughter breaks into his house and with her daughter, and they don't know, they can't find him anywhere, but they do find the note that Rose dropped that has all the information on it. So they're like, wait a minute, they're going to 4400 Commercial Plaza in Omaha. They need a birth certificate, flowers, rings, a mirror. They must be getting married. It's like,
You need a mirror.
yeah, you need a mirror. You need your birth certificate to get married. You need rings, obviously. You need to travel to another state. You need to go to Omaha in order to do it for some reason on Christmas Eve. And it's the most logical thing that's where they're going and what they're doing.
You need an older lady that your child and granddaughter call auntie.
Yeah. But
Which
then
it's very weird.
But you love them anyway.
Well, you love them anyways because they're old.
Well, exactly. So then Joe and Rose get pulled over by a cop, and like Joe's like, "You just leave this to me. I'm white. I'll talk my way out of it. It'll be fine." And the cop's like, "Hey, your taillights are out. Why don't you drive over to this garage near Cadillac Jack's?" And I started clapping in my house. I was very excited. Yeah. And so as soon as the cop leaves, Rose goes like 100% into ACAB mode and is just like, "That cop didn't have any reason to pull you over. Your taillights were fine. There's no way he saw your taillights. That guy's trying to extort you. He's trying to rob you, Joe." Joe's like, "Well, let's just do what he says."
She's very suspicious because he says the brake lights are out, but he wouldn't have seen the brake lights until he started slowing down
Exactly.
For the cop.
Exactly.
So she thinks something's suspicious, and that's the only time she's ever suspicious. The rest of the way, she's in like Flynn.
Yeah, but also like maybe like his tail lights were out. Like maybe, you know, like the running lights in the back were out, Rose. Did you ever think about that? No, you were too busy saying all cops are Is that you were too busy just like, you know, tearing down that thin blue line, huh? Is that what you think, Rose? Is that who you want protecting you? Is old Joe who's got bruises on his hands? No, you want the cops.
Well, she is from Broadway.
She knows how to
So
project.
she talks like this when she wants to make emphasis.
All cops are
If you want great line readings from Broadway probably best of Broadway.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch this film.
Yeah, if you want to hear great Frankenstein jokes that you could see coming from a mile away, watch this film.
Well, you gotta fill time. You gotta say the tale as slow as possible. This Cliffy Slate is a true professional.
Wordsmith. Yeah, he knows, like, commit to the joke. Even if you can see the punchline coming from last Christmas, still commit to it. A child was upset because he thought someone gave Jesus a monster for Christmas. Okay, immediately I know this is going to be a Frankenstein joke. 1,000% that's what it's going to be. There's no way it could be anything else. But then he goes, "Now the kid understood gold. He knew that gold was good. And he thought if some guy named Murray wanted to go see Jesus, well, then that's just fine too. But what could he be thinking about that someone would give Jesus a monster for Christmas? What do you think? He was okay with gold, and he was okay with myrrh, but he wasn't okay with someone giving Jesus a monster for Christmas. Turns out that he was fine with gold, and he was fine with myrrh, but he couldn't understand why someone would give the baby Jesus a monster for his birthday, aka Christmas. And that monster was, of course, Frankenstein. Coming up next, we've got Bing Crosby with Deck the Halls here on KGWO 600 on your dial. Don't slip off.
I think of all the careers
Thank you.
in the entirety of human history, I would have loved to have been a radio host on a local AM station because you just needed to meander as your beautiful rendition of Cliffy Slate provided.
Thank you for acknowledging how hard I work for this show. Thank you.
That was gorgeous. But you could just like microdose alcohol and meander all day and make probably tens of thousands of dollars.
Is that what you tell your wife you're doing? Like she found your flask and you're like, "I'm just microdosing alcohol. It's fine. It's just microdosing. It's totally safe." And how Joe Rogan said I can do it. It's totally cool. I'm just microdosing now. Ooch.
As long as you keep it under control, it ain't no problem, baby.
Yeah, as long as your hands are always sticky. Listen.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's
I need a paper towel break.
That's the orange juice on my fingers. That's disgusting. I'm sorry, listeners. I'll probably cut that. Nah, I won't. If you're hearing this, I didn't cut it. We finally get to Cadillac Jacks. The titular Cadillac Jacks. And inside, there's a young single mother with a baby and some creepy woman in the back corner. And Madge, the sassiest dame waitress who you ever did see. I loved Madge.
I'm assuming also on Broadway somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. An old friend or Ruddley's. Oh, man. 24
There were
Christmas
a couple
orgies.
favors called in for this movie.
Oh, yeah. Everyone who's in it is a favor to Jeff Wood, the guy who wrote and directed this movie. Who is Jeff Wood? I don't know. Nobody. None really did nothing else.
And maybe he was doing a favor for somebody who looped in on the favor tree.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody wanted to make this movie. It was just, they
But
all showed up.
No one wanted to make this movie, but everyone owed each other favors, so they just kept calling them in. And then you got Rudda Lee, and you got Cliffy B, and you got everybody in this movie.
Well, you definitely have Cliffy B.
Well, yeah, of course. We get to meet Billy, who is the young mother with the baby, and, just really looks like she's had a rough couple of years, and not loving the mother life from the looks of it.
Just doesn't look like she has had enough vitamins and nutrients or time to sleep.
Had to give them all to her daughter.
Yeah.
I do love that Rose is like, oh, what a beautiful baby you have. Is it what did she say? Like, is it female? I think is how she puts it. What a beautiful child. Is it female? What? Yes, it is a girl. Why would you say it like that, Rose?
The thing with Broadway acting is you gotta think about how you're gonna say things.
Yeah.
You gotta enunciate. You can't always be thinking about what you're saying. It's more about how you say it.
Well, exactly. It's not about who you know. It's about blowing Joe, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Oh, man. Joe would say that a lot, and that's the reason why he had to do this film.
I do love that Rose tells Billy that she gave up her daughter for adoption and like is going to meet her for the first time. And then Billy's like, I gotta go take a quick squirt. Could you watch my daughter, please? And Rose is like, I'll watch her like I watched my own daughter. And like put her in a car and drive her away? Like, what do you mean? You did a terrible job of watching your own daughter. You're the last person she should trust with a kid. You just give him away.
Well, Rose does put the baby on a bus that comes by and then wipes her hands clean and walks into the sunset.
Yeah. And the Christmas time, the Charlie Brown song plays, and it's a beautiful end to a beautiful movie.
I can't wait to talk about the end of this movie. Some of the craziest things I've watched at the end of this movie.
So, as soon as Billy leaves, Madge sits down and is like, hey, did you know that Billy and her husband are having a falling out? And, like, her husband's a drunk and he's a piece of garbage and she's scared of him. She's running away from him to, like, go be with her parents and escape from her drunk husband. And Rose is like, wow, really interesting. Who are you? Why are you telling me this?
That is a lot of information. Can you leave so I can finish my soup, please?
Yeah, where's that homemade soup you promised me, Madge? I'm starving.
Well, she's definitely starving, but you can't rush soup.
No, God, no. And you know what else you can't rush? Make the moment in your radio show when you have to thank the troops. So just make sure that you say, I'm playing I'll Be Home for Christmas, and that goes out to all the brave men and women in uniform who may find themselves far from home this Christmas Eve. We salute you. And then they cut to old Billy DJ, and he's standing up saluting. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, he's rock hard, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure he is. That's because he loves America.
Well, he's saluting the troops. So this gives Katie and Gracie an idea?
Or those the daughter and the granddaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they want to put in a request to Cliffy Slate to congratulate Rose and Joe for getting married.
Yeah, let them know on the sly that they know what's up. And so we get this great scene where
they're on their way.
Yeah, they're on their way to 4400 Commercial Plaza in Omaha, not a real place. And I love that even Joe is like, yeah, that note said 2200 Commercial Plaza. I know where I'm going. And I'm like, Joe, you don't, you old man.
You fricked up, Joe.
I love that when the broads call into the radio show, he's just sitting there in between like the song is playing at the time, and he just goes, oh, looks like we've got ourselves our first caller. Like, answer, hello, you're talking to Cliffy Slate. It's like, bro, you're not on the air. Calm down.
Yeah.
I've done a radio show. You don't act like that off the air. That's nonsense.
But this makes me think that's how he just acts in his regular day. Like when he goes home.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hello, wife.
Hey,
You're my first wife.
you're my third wife. I'm going to
You're
load
my
up.
third.
Go on.
Sex of the day.
Right, of course. You're my third wife tonight.
Ha!
Hey, I'm Mr. Right now, not Mr. Right. Good night, wife. That's how he talks.
Cliffy Slate is the man of the people.
Yeah, he's a man of God, of course, and a man of the cloth. He's just a hell of a man.
Oh yeah, bulging.
Oh yeah, I love that the girls call in and they're like, "Hey, we want to dedicate a song to my dad and his wife or whatever. Can we dedicate Away in a Manger? That's their favorite Christmas song." And then she looks into the camera and goes, "I don't know, maybe." Does anyone have a favorite Christmas song?
Well, and the director was already headed off to his trailer, so
Yeah, he didn't care. Yes, people have. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Probably Christmas at Cadillac Jack's.
Yeah, that great song.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing us a little?
I don't know.
Sing us a smidge of Christmas at Cadillac Jack's.
What's yours?
I don't know. Does anyone have a favorite? I like Christmas songs. I like Happy Holidays. That's a good song.
I like the Run DMC one. That's probably been my favorite for the past couple of years.
What's it called?
Christmas in Hollis, Queens?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Or something like
Christmas
that.
in Hollis. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm more of an Andy Williams guy. I like the old crooner Christmas songs. Those are like when I hear those are my Christmas jams. I love them.
Do you love everything about him?
I do. Actually, you know what is a dope Christmas song? I don't even know if it's what it's called. It might just be called Hawaiian Christmas. But there's a song that's like, it's like nonsense words. Well, no, I guess it's Hawaiian. It's like, nope, not gonna be able to. I got it. Malakaliki maka. You know that song? Have you heard that song?
That's fun.
It's a really fun song. It's a really fun thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
You have to shake your shoulders at it. That's the thing. If you have to shake your shoulders at something, it's a good song.
Yes, of course. What else happens in this movie? Oh,
well, Rose hears the dedication of the song from the daughters, but doesn't, she
care?
wants to put out her own thing, but doesn't react to the fact that they just said her and Joe's name and that they were going to get married.
Yeah, her response is like, "Wow, what a crazy coincidence."
Yeah.
It's like, I guess. I guess.
Okay.
Oh, fine. If that's what you need to tell yourself. Like, I love that Rose grabs Madge and is like, when she gets the idea to put the message out on the radio show to her daughter, who they're not going to make it there in time or whatever, she goes, "Madge, does this show play in Omaha?" And Madge doesn't respond by going, "How should I know? I'm a waitress at Cadillac Jack's. I don't know anything about radio waves. How far a radio show reaches? Does it play in Omaha? You have a cell phone. It's 2007. Find out."
The thing is that, maybe not back in 2007, but back in, the 70s and 80s, you did know where radio reached.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. That's true. But not in the modern day when radio is
Not
a
in
dying
2007.
medium. No, God, no. Oh, no.
I'm trying to make a living at a diner in 2007, lady. Shut up.
Yeah, we're 1 year away from the first Great Recession. Are you kidding me? How am I going to survive on Cadillac Jack and tips? I'm not. I'm going to have to start selling my body, and I'm old, and I'm not going to make that much money with my body. Please, Rose.
Shut up.
Shut up, Rose. Hey, does this station play in Omaha? Shut up. I don't know.
Eat your soup. Shut up.
Yeah, eat your Italian wedding soup that I made you.
Hey, put orange on my thumb.
It's like little Jack Horner.
I'm thumbing the orange.
Yeah, little Jack Oranger. That's good.
Thumbed an oranger.
Yeah, Mr. Thumbed and Orange over here.
That's a good name.
Yeah, hey, I'm Mr. Call me, please. My dad was Mr. Thumbed and Orange. Call me
Mrs.
Call
Thumbed an orange.
Call me Mr. Thumbed and Orange. Billy's drunk husband shows up dressed as Santa Claus, and I was like, man, is this going to become like a Dog Day Afternoon, like a hostage situation? Where is this movie going? And then it does, kind of, but not in the way you expect.
Kinda. You don't see the violence coming from the person that it comes from.
No, that's true. I love that. So he's like, hey, so Rose has the baby because Billy's still not back from the bathroom. I was convinced Billy had died of a heroin overdose. I was sure Billy was gone, or like snuck out the window and was gone or something. And so,
this is 2007. It's supposed to be gritty.
that's right. The Wire is out.
Yeah, they really wanted to emulate The Wire in this.
Yeah. I watched this with the director's commentary, and he was like, "Yeah, a lot of the footage, and we were really inspired by The Wire when it came to this. Rose is she's our Bubbles, and that's what we really love about her." I've never seen The Wire.
The commentary brings up The Wire a lot.
Yeah, I think they got the tracks swapped, and it's actually just a commentary track from an episode of The Wire, I think, because it's about the same length.
That's a good idea for a YouTube channel to show like episodes of something and then put the
wrong The Wire subtitles under it. The Wire director's commentary. Perfect.
Yeah, put a different director's commentary over it.
Smart. Really, really smart. Yeah. And see if you can Dark Side of the Moon it. See if it'll sync up in some way. What a treat that would be.
And you gotta mix up light and dark. So if you have like a light, fun cartoon like Captain's Planet, and then overlay it with the director's commentary for like Saw or something.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Do a bunch of Frasier episodes back to back with the Spiral director's commentary underneath it. Now that's a treat.
There we go.
Yeah, psychological thriller. That's what that is.
It's endless fun.
It really, we could list combinations till the cows come home, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about 2007's Christmas at Cadillac Jack's.
Starting over. So we're at Joe's and he's putting up his tree.
Yeah, Joe is a man with celebrating his final Christmas, and he's praying for death for Christmas this year. So I love that Rose, like, the drunk dad is there and he's like, "Give me back my baby." And Rose is like, "No, I'm not going to give you back your baby." And she's just holding his baby hostage. And she keeps going, "Madge, call the police. They'll sort this out. Call the cops, Madge. They'll sort this out." Yeah, by arresting you, Rose. Like, you're the one going down in all this. He will be fine. You're kidnapping a baby.
That is not your baby. You're yelling at the top of your lungs. Wordplay is coming out of the wazoo. And the guy, the father, dressed up as Santa Claus, does not sing, "I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs. I want my chilies.
I want
baby back ribs.
I want my Cadillac Jacks."
Great addition.
Also, like, Rose's eyes are bugging out. You can see the whites all the way around her eyes. She's like having PTSD. She keeps going, "I'm not giving her up. Not this time," as she like brandishes a fork at this guy's neck. It's like, lady, you're losing your grip on reality. This isn't 1964. You're not giving up your daughter for the first time here.
Yes, and she delivers this line, and this is why they got her, to deliver a stage line like, "Nobody's touching this baby."
"You're a drunk. I know you're a drunk." And then the drunk turns to Madge and goes, "Have you been gossiping again?" And she goes, "Don't look at me, but it was you. You were the one gossiping, Madge. You're the one who spilled all the beans. So don't look at me. My hands are clean." No, you have the filthiest hands out of anyone here. You're a waitress at a diner called Cadillac Jack's.
Clean your hands. This is it, Madge.
Right? So then the cops show up. Like, well, a cop. The same cop who pulled them over earlier, ACAB, he shows up, and Rose, like, proves that she's a sane and logical person by punching Santa Claus in the stomach and trying to run out of Cadillac Jacks with this baby. Like lunacy, insanity.
She makes it. She gets around the drunken father
Yep.
and makes it to the law. And she loves the law now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now she's like, oh, I didn't mean that. I mean NCAB.
I'm cool.
I'm cool, NCAB officer. It's all good. Yeah, I love you. Thanks for pulling us over earlier. Otherwise, we wouldn't have found Cadillac Jacks.
She's the only one that breaks the law by assaulting the man by punching him.
Yeah,
She should be in handcuffs.
And stealing his baby. Don't forget child abduction, which is arguably worse than punching a man in the stomach, I would say.
I want my baby back.
How many oranges are you on? I see you eating.
I think that was 13.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not making it.
I really thought this was going to be close. I feel like you could eat 8 more oranges and then we could end with a tie. If you eat 8 more oranges, we will end with a tie. No, if you eat 9 more oranges, we will end with a tie.
The thing is that I have to pee. And
So?
there's no way I want to do this for more than 5 more minutes.
Well, we're not done. So we got to get to...
We're done.
No, we're not. Rose is being
Basically
unreasonable.
Yeah, we're
And-
at the end.
But then we get to the big reveal that all of this was fake
It
because
was a setup.
it was a setup. The creepy woman at the back of Cadillac Jack's, who hasn't said anything and hasn't been noticed by anybody the entire time, stands up and goes, "I'm Rose. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. I'm your daughter."
I'm Rose's daughter.
So then Rose goes, "Yes, Rose is my daughter. Tabitha," or whatever her name is.
I mean, the real surprise
No.
that it's Adrian from Rocky.
Is that Adrian from Rocky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've never seen Rocky, so I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't, because it's a bunch of American claptrap.
Yeah, I don't care. I've seen
80
Rocky.
rules.
I've seen Rocky 4. It's the only one you need to see. It's American as frick. It's got the best song. James Brown's Living in America. It's what more? You don't need any other Rockies after that. It's the perfect one.
Wait, you liked it?
Yeah, I loved Rocky 4. It's the only one I've seen, and I loved it.
Well, watch all the Rockies then.
No. Why? I've already seen the best one. Why would I need to watch the worse ones? There's a robot in 4. A man gets a robot slave.
There's no robot slave.
Yes, there is. Rocky buys
Oh, yeah.
the old man a robot slave for his birthday, and the robot goes, "Happy birthday! Please set me free. Please put me out of my misery." And he goes, "Nah, yeah, I got you for life, robot."
It's the best one because Rocky's rich and he gets to do whatever he wants.
Yeah. That robot runs into traffic, but he's made out of metal, so he just bounces off the cars and he goes, "Please free me from my shackles."
Well, equal parts metal, equal parts rubber, so he's bouncing strong.
Well, exactly. And he keeps going, this part's rubber and you're glue, and but cars bounce off me and stick to you.
I'm stuck to you.
Oh God, I have all these DVD copies of Stuck on You. What am I supposed to do with them, Polly? Polly? Is that a guy?
I think Wally.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that robot's name is Wally. So Rose's daughter, she's been there the whole time.
And it was all a test to
Yeah.
see if she would stand up for the baby the way she never stood up for her, which is so deep, it puts my butt to sleep.
If I was Rose, I would have been pissed at everybody, actually.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, "I'm sorry, you're testing me? I'm 68 years old, and you're going to test me to see if I'm a good mother? How dare you? I'm 68. I'm doing my
We've
best."
been in a town that's just beside each other and you didn't come say hi.
Yeah, you drove to my house and then decided to leave, but then caught Joe jacking off his azaleas or whatever he said.
I think both of them had sex with Joe
Yeah, definitely.
at some point.
Yeah, they're definitely Eskimo sisters. For sure they are.
Yeah.
That's
she saw Joe at his prime 5 years earlier.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He was a strapping young buck. He barely had any bruises on his hands. He was looking barely. He still had a few because, of course, he's getting his intravenous stuff done. But he's 78 years old and hot as frick.
Yeah, he's gardening every single day. His mind's a temple because he doesn't have to work for the man anymore.
That's right.
It's perfect Joe, like at his best.
Just ropey old man arms, and like, despite never wearing a shirt in the garden, has no trace of a tan, is just pale white and just ropey. And she goes, "That's the man. Take me in this garden, Joe Jenkins."
Ropey old man dick, just oozing with flavor.
Oh, veins like you wouldn't believe. And she goes, "Lay me down amongst the pumpkins, Joe Jenkins." Oh, is this
14.
Oh, well, come on, you got it, pal. You can do it.
No, I'm done.
Turns out
This is my last one.
Everyone was in on it. The cop, the woman, Billy, Gary, her drunk husband, the baby, Madge, Joe, even the radio DJ. Well, actually, that one, I can't confirm that one.
He's on the outs, but he's still involved. Cadillac Jax was faking it the whole time.
Yeah, Cadillac Jack's was just like, "Hey, we knew we were going to be slow on Christmas Eve, so we said just fake it till you make it here, I guess. Come trick your mom here, I guess. Come do a cruel thing to an old woman who just wants to have a nice moment with her estranged daughter."
Definitely estranged.
like,
and then
What if she had failed? Like, if she had failed the test, what would they have done? Would Joe have been like, "Car's fixed, now we can go," and then he would have driven her to 2200 Fake Street and then gone, "Oh, I guess she didn't get the radio message and she left. You'll never see your daughter again. This is the worst Christmas ever, even worse than next year when I'm surely going to be dead."
definitely worse for the characters in the movie, but I think an interesting film for the viewer, maybe more.
Much
so.
funnier. Way more funnier if they would have gone that way. If she would have left and then we would have seen, like, if she'd have left sad and then we would have zoomed in on the woman who turned out to be the daughter, just like writing a letter being like, "Dear mom, dear loser, I hope you don't mind me calling you that. You're clearly not mature enough to look after me, a 68-year-old woman. So kiss my butt and S my D. See you in hell, your beloved daughter, not Rose," whatever my name is.
Whatever my name.
Whatever my name is. Because you don't know. You didn't give me a name.
At the end of this reveal, and the dust is kind of settled, Joe's like teenaged granddaughter goes, "So you're not getting married?" And I wish everybody would have looked at her and said, "Shut up, Katie."
Shut up, Katie. Katie, shut up. If Madge would have said that.
Yeah. Madge is cool.
I'm sorry, who are you? "Oh, I'm Madge. I'm the waitress here at Cadillac Jack's. Nice to meet you. Can I get you a cup of coffee or maybe some soup? I made just soup today." Was she lying about the soup? Is the soup real?
Is the soup real? The soup's probably not real.
No, the soup is
and
a
it was
lie.
brought. I think you're 100% right. We should definitely rewrite this movie and submit it to Khan.
Absolutely. Yeah. Christmas is great, but the only thing that really matters is God and the birth of Jesus. So I'm going to retell the birth of Jesus story in the most confusing language imaginable. Like, he says something along the lines of like, "And then the time came for her to prepare for the days, and then she had the days of giving, and now she had given birth on the days that she was going to give birth." That's poorly cut. Write it again.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, you nailed it. Got it. So then the movie ends with like a silent montage, a silent recap of the entire movie to just fill like 3 minutes that they were like, "Oh crap, Christmas at Cadillac Jack isn't long enough. I guess play a song in its entirety and then just show the whole movie again."
Yeah, could you just put another commercial break in somewhere? No. You gotta make it 3 minutes longer.
Sorry. Can't you just add one commercial to every commercial break and it'll add up this? No, sorry.
I did clock it, and it was a full minute and a half, which definitely feels like 3 minutes of scenes from the whole movie, starting with the letter writing at the beginning. Like, leave that out.
Yeah, we don't need to see that. We know that there was a letter. We believe you.
That's the whole thing.
That's what kicks this whole thing off. Yeah, not the promise of not an idea of a letter, a real letter.
But this, I mean, I think this might have been art, because if I ever get the joys of making a film, I'm definitely ending it with just a scene recut of the movie.
If you do that, you should just put the scenes out of order, so people are like, I don't remember that happening that way. I'm even more confused about the story of this movie now.
Why is the monkey there now? He's not there till later.
Why is there footage of someone writing a letter at the start of this? What is this from? This isn't from this movie. What is this from? It's me, Cliffy Slate, wishing all a very Merry Christmas, Oranges, Angels at Cadillac Ranch. Cadillac Ranch? That's what 24
That's
Christmas
beautiful.
Oranges will do to you. Hey, do you want to know something about Cadillac Jacks?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I do.
Till next week. I love you. So, Cadillac Jacks. Cadillac Jacks is a real place. Kind of.
Uh-huh.
Kind of. It is
The whole time.
This is a movie-friendly location that has been utilized for movie shoots by the industry for over 40 years. The cafe and motel have an abundance of off-street parking available, and the management will work with the set crew to enable them to get the best shots possible. It's one big movie prop. So, Cadillac Jack's Cafe, a great place for a 50s get-together with Fonzie and the gang. We also got Pink Motel, great for scenes from Florida, Nevada, or California. And finally, we've got classic cars, restored cars of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You can book Cadillac Jacks. Okay, if we ever do, our first live show that we ever do is going to be at the Noah's Ark amusement park.
No, it has to be with Noah.
Of course, it's got to be with Noah. Second live show we ever do is going to be at Cadillac Jack's. We're going to rent Cadillac Jack's and do a podcast from inside Cadillac Jack's. What a treat. That's a promise.
I thought we already had a second location, but we both can't remember it, so who cares? You're done.
Yeah.
It's Cadillac Jack's or die.
Yeah, it's
Oh, no.
Noah's Ark, Cadillac Jack's. I can still hear you. Oh, boy. Steve is I think he's peeing his pants right now. I honestly God think he's peeing his pants right now. He's standing up. He's pointing at a growing wet spot in his pants.
Oh, I think I saved the day.
I think everything's fine. Did your dingers get do you have to reset your baseball game and hit all those dingers again?
Yeah. Well, what had happened was my computer came unplugged, and it gave me you only have 10% left, dumbass.
Merry Christmas.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to cut you off like that. I want to hear the rest of your story. Your computer came unplugged. You only had 10% power left, and then what happened?
But that means with my computer, I only have like 5 seconds.
Oh.
Or else my computer is going to shut down because the battery's fricked on it.
That's fair. Hey, brother. Real life brother. Real brother in Christ and a brother, son of God. A brother with benefits. A sexy old brother with benefits. What did you think of Christmas at Cadillac Jack's?
I was tickled by it. It's something different. It's something we've never seen before. It had this. It had that. It had a reference to how fast he was going in the car as double nickels, which I thought was pretty cool.
Right, I can't drive 55.
So, double nickels to this movie.
Double nickels to this movie. 2 big nickels up. And, Joe, R.I.P. I'm glad you got to spend your last Christmas at Cadillac Jack's. That's where I'd like to spend my last Christmas. And, I don't know. I guess that's probably it about this. The new holiday tradition, watching Christmas at Cadillac Jack's every year.
Well, we have to do it every year, and it has to be the one right before Christmas?
I guess so. But speaking of which, wherever you are and whatever you celebrate, Merry Christmas,
Happy
Oranges,
holidays,
Angels at
Oranges.
Cadillac Jack's, and happy holidays. I love you.
I love you.
We love you.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have a happy day, everyone.
Yeah,
Maybe
also,
some of them.
I ate 24 oranges.
That's great.
I destroyed you. Wait, stop. Hang on. I ate 52 oranges for Christmas. I ate 52 oranges. How many oranges did you eat?
I don't think we made it to 100 because I only ate 14 today.
Okay, well, let's do the math. Last week you ate 17.
Yeah.
So what's 14 plus 17?
Is 20, 31.
Nope. Yep. And then you ate 12 the week before that.
So that's 48.
Is it?
No, it's 42. 3.
43. And then I ate 52. Oh, man. You friggin' blew it, pal. This is your fault. This is your fault that we didn't get 100 Christmas oranges eaten because you couldn't.
I'm proud.
You couldn't knuckle up and eat 8 more oranges. You tiny stomach having child. You baby.
I think we only needed 3.
You Christ child. No, I ate 52. You ate 43. So then we need to eat 5. You needed to eat 5 Christmas oranges.
I think we did the math, and email us at pureboyspod@gmail.com if we did the math wrong. Yell at us. Really get into our cross.
Oh, yeah. Keep Christ in Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
I'm Jizz Jism. I'm just Jizz Jism. I'm Jizz Jism. I'm just Jizz Jism.
That's great.
I'm Jizz Jism. I'm just Jizz Jism.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
That's great.
Oh, Fockers, wait till you hear what we're watching next week.